for example, to get up the maximum information regarding the your indicators, for example, you can get the time and sales. Okay, so you're gonna do a continuous print alert 500 aggregated pattern with a volume threshold of 10. Okay, so lot size is 50, 100, 200. This is not too much of important. Okay, the multi-print alert, we're not gonna be using this one. Okay, the lot size. Okay, so we're gonna be doing the YM, the micro YM, the YM, and the micro ES, which is the most important instruments that don't have too much volume. So if you go to the ES, it's a fat cow, so it's very difficult to really understand the volume down there. So these instruments are pretty much enough. Okay, so you're gonna put a filter size of 5 and a font size of 10. The font size is the size of the letter of the numbers in the letters. So message offset 10, price levels, trade rows of 20. You can put as many as you want, but 20 is pretty much what you need. So that will be it. Okay, so you place this in a smaller time frame. This is a 6-2 Ninja Renko. Okay, so this way you're gonna see, for example, we're gonna funnel and aggregate the three instruments, the micro ES, the YM, and the MYM in this tape. So when you see these numbers 1, 1, 1, 2, when you see 1, it's gonna take into account, for example, every 10 prints in the same second is gonna print a triangle red or a triangle green. Okay, so you see this momentum here, momentum. Okay, so sometimes you're gonna see these green here and a red here. So it was bought here and sold here. So that's the high frequency traders making basket orders. So that way you're gonna be aware of who is in control of the market, what's because sometimes in the bigger picture in the right side, okay, you will not see this type of information, so you're gonna get a little bit misled. So once you see this market is trying to is this print, you see this print in the smaller aggregation. Okay, so over here we are aggregating much bigger. Okay, let's see, we are aggregating a filter size of 20. Okay, so over here we are getting 5, and over here in this one is 20. So it's easy to see when the market really is is reacting, because these guys go from not moving. Okay, so when they react, it's because there is a news or something or they're accumulating to the downside to the upside. As you can see, the price levels are very precise when the market is in the downside, in the pullback. This guy's buys in the pullback. Here you see the pullback on the upper side. Down here, this momentum was a big seller. You can see 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they just is shallow prints, so the market is not moving too fast. So it says over here slow. You're gonna see sometimes that the market is gonna say a trade, so the market is moving. Okay, we're gonna watch and see. All the magenta lines that you see here, magenta or blue, is when the time and sales 90% green or 90% red. So that means bias. Okay. Remember, we're looking at three, mainly the four instruments, which is the Nasdaq main instrument, and the slaves, which are the micro YM, the YM, and the micro ES. So we are funneling four instruments in the same chart. Okay, so we are looking at the data. You don't need to see any more charts. No, you have all the information right at your fingertips. It's all to you to decide what to do. If you don't see, nothing moving or something, okay, you can wait and have confirmation. This is gonna be like some traders call it the anchor chart, which is where you really see the micro movements, to have better trades. This is a great indicator. So it's easy to operate, and make it work. Okay, we wait and see if we get a 10 print. For example, here you don't need the bid-ask correlation indicator, which prints the dots, because you have all the instruments in the time and sale. So this is just time and sale driven. See, we have 6 buys in the same second. See, there it goes. They were selling from here to here, and then they bought it back. So it's just like, it's a high frequency trading or semi high frequency trading systems trying to, well, making small trades, just picking pennies. With these indicators, you don't really need to pick pennies. You just watch the tape, and just when you see those prints, you be careful. Okay. So we made a filter because sometimes these guys try to disguise all the information. So let's say, for example, we have 8 prints and we have 1 buy. So we just continue counting after that 1 buy. So we just jump the buy and continue counting 9, 10. Okay, so see here, sellers, 7 sells in a row in the same second. That was a big print. 4 in a row. for me this is too slow, so we need to, when I see the print of 10 is in the same second, it's a big reaction, so that way you can prepare to what you're gonna do. Okay, so you see 90% of the time in sales is short, so we plot the magenta line. Okay, again, print at 7 in the same second. Correlation dot in the right side plotted the sell short, but was too slow. Slow markets are very scary to trade, really. You can, you can get caught in a sideways movement for 20-30 minutes. You're still gonna lose. So this font can be done bigger. You can put it twice as big, 3 times as big. If you like to see the prints, and see if you're a scalper, you like to take 1 or 2 ticks. But you need to be, quick with your hands, or somebody else can be reading the tape and you can be executing. Okay, we watch and see. Okay, so for now this is gonna be the video. I will be not to make it too long, so I will be putting up another video once I get the signals. Okay, so well, that will be it. If you want to buy the time and sales, there's gonna be a link in the description below. Okay, and we're selling to the bid-ask multi-market correlation, this one, which is we correlate the YM, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500 main instruments. Okay, so and we have a ratio, ratio for marker, and we have a filter which makes the bar size whatever. Let's say, for example, you only want to see reversals in Renko. For example, if you do a Renko hybrid, for example, or a Renko Unirenko, you can reversal size 20. Okay, so if you want to see only reversals, you just put 20 here, and it's only gonna calculate a 1.5 or 2 or 3 ratios of that candle size. If a Renko makes a pullback in a trend, okay, and if and it makes a pullback and it makes a bigger size bar because of the wick, so the wick is gonna be counted in size, so it can plot another signal in a downtrend or something like that. So well, that will be it. So you can add the volume filter too if you only want a 100 volume plus delta on the bar to plot a dot. So that will That's what we're using here. Okay, so that way you're gonna get more clear signals and specifically what you are looking for. So that way, that's gonna work. So you don't have to be second guessing, what the market is really doing. Okay, thanks for watching the video, and anything, just contact me. Okay, bye bye.